What up, Aries? I'm here to do your October tarot forecast. You can apply this to your sun sign, your moon sign, or your rising sign. This is a major theme reading, so I'm going to be pulling cards from this angel deck first, which will be the main focal point that is developing in the month of October. And then I'll pull from the traditional deck, which only contains the minor arcana, which is going to be the smaller themes that are occurring in your life. So let's get started. Spirit, please provide me some insight as to what the zodiac sign of Aries is currently going through as a focal point, as a main theme, as a main chapter in their lives. Spirit, please provide me some insight. Got yourself the Justice card. Archangel Raguel, card number 8. So it reads, fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. All right. So at this time, oh, by the way, this is a Libra card. And so at this time, you're pretty much balancing out your relationships, your finances, and any sort of situations, especially communicatively. And other people could be judging these things as well, and you're doing the same thing. So everything is getting balanced out in your life. You're cutting out things that no longer serve you so that you can add on the appropriate activities and opportunities and operations. So I'm gonna go ahead and provide some additional information about the general aspects of your life at this time in the month of October. Spirit, please provide me some additional guidance as to what's going to be going on for the zodiac sign of Aries, month of October. What's currently going on for Aries, generally speaking? Spirit, please provide me some insight. Seven of Cups, maybe a little bit of confusion, but you're definitely in a state of seeing the possibilities. You also may have a lot of opportunities, and you may just need to start narrowing things down and seeing the reality of these situations so you can clear out anything that is not really what you want it to be right now. You also receive this Queen of Cups. So there could be a water sign individual in your life that you could be confused about. This person could be a Cancer, they could be a Scorpio, or they could be a Piscean individual. This could also be yourself if you're an emotional person in tuned with your emotional nature as well as the emotional nature of others. Five of Swords. Some underhanded communications. Be careful, because it looks like this water sign person may not really like you that much because you're not communicating nicely to them, or you're doing things that are a bit, what people would say in short, narcissistic. Because the Five of Swords is usually linked to narcissism, as well as the Hierophant, which is also a 5 card. Ace of Swords. So, yeah, it looks like there's some sort of communication, okay? Be careful with the way you communicate. You could be saying things that make you feel like you're a winner, but really nobody likes you. That's what happens with this Five of Swords card. If you look at him, has this, you probably can't see it because the lamp that I have here is very bright, but in general, this guy has that type of smile on his face where it's like, haha, yeah, I won, but it's really like no one likes you. So was that worth it? Was what you're doing, is that method working in terms of your relationships? That's what you have to think about. So you got to think about the things you say and the things you do, because you're going to receive justice for those things. And you're going to realize, it doesn't look like you're unhappy. I'll tell you that much, but it looks like you live in la la land. And so a lot of the times when people live in la la land, it's because they're not happy with their reality. So let's see. Let's get some clarifiers for why you're having this confusion and this like imaginative energy of things that's not really going on. Looks like you got the Four of Wands. So when it comes to things like showcasing events, showing off anything that you're doing, it seems to be real amplified or exaggerated in some way. Like you're making something seem like it's way bigger than what it is. And it's a way that you're trying to kind of manipulate people's emotions, manipulate the emotions and feelings of others, okay, in order to over amplify your motives and what you do and the things you're trying to broadcast and showcase. Another thing is that being the order of the cards, right, which was this card first, which the imagination, confusion, dreams, possible addictions, bad habits, seeing things as a lot bigger than what it is, illusionary opportunities. With this water sign person, but there's a lot of underhandedness, there's a lot of manipulative tactics and trying to make someone almost feel like they're not enough or they're not anything, aka this is like the one-upping card, which is very linked to Aries and Aquarius energy. Aquarius usually, I feel like they don't mean to do it, because Aquarius just always got to be extra about something because they're extreme sign. Aries, I'm sorry, but I feel like their intentions are often to one-up people, but it's still in a very childish way usually. They don't mean to do it. They're just really out there for themselves. But that's just the zodiac sign itself. It doesn't mean that somebody with a sun in Aries, a moon in Aries, or an ascendant rising sign in Aries, or Venus or whatever in Aries is like this. It means there's a particular part of their behavior that expresses this energy. That's it. This card came out as a clarifier. So this is the sudden spark of information that you may get, or sudden insight, okay? But also too, this is where people start to cut you off, or you start to cut other people off. So that's what I'm seeing as a general spread. You may have a lot of opportunities and stuff, but it's almost like instead of taking on the possibilities of these opportunities, you almost choose to compete with people instead. So it's like people want to work with you, people want to connect, and you'll take in their information and instead kind of try to like do it yourself just to show that like you're better than that person, or it's just your way of expressing love, but you don't get that that's not the best way to express love. Now, I don't see love at all in this reading. This is just a general spread. Let's jump into your love life. So you have the same theme card, which is the Justice card number 8 for your love life. Spirit, please provide me some further insight as to what's going on in the love life for the zodiac sign Aries during this month of October. What's going on in the love life for Aries during this month of October. So this is going to be anyone that you're seeing, anyone that you're interested in, and possible business partnerships and close relationships that you have. What's going on, Spirit? What's going on? 3 of Cups. So it looks like you could be collaborating with others. You could be going to a small party or a small event. Maybe there's 2 people that you're interested in, and you two could both be, and you could be dating both of these people because you guys are not yet in a serious relationship. Or you're having like third party type of relationships currently at this time. This is the Ace of Pentacles. So it looks like you have some sort of opportunity that is coming to you for stability. But it involves 3 other people. Five of Pentacles. So it looks like you received this opportunity, but it's weird because it's followed by not having enough money. So maybe you invested in something with these people and then suddenly the money was lost, or there wasn't enough money put into the investment, or there wasn't any growth to whatever it was that you invested in. I'm also seeing too that you may be separated from a relationship partner or somebody that you cared about, or the relationship that you're currently in. For some reason, you cannot be with that person, or your relationship is not accepted. So you kind of feel lonely. Like you and your partner feel lonely together because you're not being supported. I'm also seeing that love is not really so much of a factor right now because you could be homeless, or you could just be not in a comfortable state within your home environment. Perhaps like you live in a home, but like your power is out, like you couldn't afford the electric bill or something like that. Because this card has to do with not having enough. There's low on money and low on resources. So as you can see in the card, literally the people are homeless. But it doesn't mean that they're homeless. It just means that they're secluded from the norms of society, which a lot of times in this day and age, that's homeless people. Five of Swords, again, which came out in the general spread. So again, it looks like there's some sort of underhanded tactics, some sort of underhanded communications, misunderstandings possibly going on. I'm also seeing that you're karmically put in these situations because you're an asshole. I'm sorry, like I feel so bad. I'm being so blunt today, but that's what I'm literally seeing, I swear to you, because it's Justice card. Justice card is connected to karma. What have you been pushing out? Remember, we're in Libra season. Libra is about getting even. It's about balance. Anything that has to do with balance is Libra. One part of balance is fairness and getting even. That's why a lot of times Libras, they might smile in your face and act like they're your friend, but little do you know, they remember what you did and they're going to return the favor. So it looks like karmically speaking, that's what's happening to you. Be careful the opportunities you're taking, because if you were an asshole to people previously, these people are giving you opportunities and then they're going to swipe it away from you like, ha ha. And it's like an empty victory for them too, because they're going to probably feel bad after they do it. Or you're just going to feel bad from, it looks like, let me see what this Five of Swords is about, because this came out twice. Spirit, why is this Five of Swords here? All right, it says Queen of Wands fell out on the floor. Excuse me. Queen of Wands here. Okay, supporting this Five of Swords card here. So it looks pretty much like there's a fire sign individual in your life, or a person who could be quite conceited, or they may not be necessarily conceited. Yeah, they are, because it's supported by the Five of Swords. So it looks like there's a queen, like a person who acts like a queen. This could be a male or female, by the way. So someone who's very confident, and they could be really tapped into their willpower. Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries individual. Why is this Three of Cups here? Seven of Wands supporting the Three of Cups. Okay, so there's some sort of social event that you are invited to, or you are living with two other people currently at this time, and maybe these people party a lot. But I'm also seeing that you may live with these people. They may be close to you, whether they be friends or family, and you guys work together. You guys do some sort of work together in order to make money, like you're trying to build some sort of business together. So I don't really see love prominent in your life. I see you connecting more so with friends, family, and people that you may work with in order to receive some money and to build some stability in your life. You're hoping to live with these people, or you currently do live with these people. You're trying to balance out who's paying what. You guys are going to pay the electric bill. You're going to pay the taxes. You're going to pay the flipping mortgage or the rent and the what do you call those? The utilities and all that shit. You're trying to put that all together and organize it in a way that's going to be fair and just to everyone. But, you know, there's an issue with the financial situation at this time. And be careful of misunderstandings through making snarky remarks. Make sure that people understood what you meant when you said it. So make sure you're careful about the things you say, because maybe people are just a little more sensitive at this time. But in addition to that, there's someone around you that could be quite narcissistic, or this could be yourself. You may be coming off this way, and this is preventing you from people wanting to live with you, and they could be kicking you out. Okay, so keep that in mind as well. Let's dive into your work life, Aries. Justice card for this work life spread as well. Card number 8. Spirit, what's currently going on in the work life for the zodiac sign of Aries? Work life, zodiac sign, Aries. Work, daily routine, health and fitness. What's going on, Spirit? You got yourself this Knight of Swords. So it looks like some sort of swift communications could be coming in as it relates to your work life. You could also be a debater for work, like maybe you're in the what's that, like in politics, or you're like a activist or something for rights, like you speak for certain rights of activism and stuff like that. You got yourself the 6 of Cups here, indicating that you could have to go and speak to someone for like I'm feeling like parent teacher conference with this 6 of Cups here. You may have to go in parent teacher conference, but chill out because you look kind of angry, like you ready to say, not my child. If it's not that, then some sort of younger person is running towards your way to say something and communicate something to you, whether it be your child or just like a younger person. 3 of Cups again. So it looks like there could be some sort of event, a party, a social gathering. You could be hanging out with some friends. Maybe your child is having some friends over the house or something like that. Or maybe you work with kids and you get a little bit mad at them for some reason. You might yell at them. 5 of Wands. So it looks like there's some sort of social event, okay? Maybe a lot of social events within the workplace. You could work around younger people, like kids and stuff. There could be kids around this event that you're going to be at for work or something that you do on a day-to-day basis. Some sort of fight breaks out. You say something, you know, and you come saying it with straight up assertion. And you know, I don't know exactly if you're saying it directly to these kids or there could be a rash kid, like a kid that just always too blunt and says anything and comes out his mouth, like, you know, and you didn't have control over that situation. And it's a social event, a social gathering, and perhaps now this is causing some kind of inner struggle and like conflict with others in some way. That's what I'm seeing. Like, you also could be receiving a gift at this event. Like somebody could be giving you a gift at this social event. And for some reason, some sort of struggles and conflicts break out in this situation. Also, I'm seeing somebody maybe having a birthday party, or they may be having a party or some sort of a social event. And this event gets directly in the way of something that you're trying to do. Why is the 6 of Cups here? 2 of Swords. And why is the 5 of Wands here? Spirit, 5 of Wands. Oh, that's 2 cards. 5 of Wands. Why is this here? Three of Pentacles. So this is definitely people you're working around that is causing this inner conflict. So there's people you're collaborating with, and there's people that you work with in some way. You're connected to these people through some sort of work that you do, and it's causing conflict in your life. This conflict seems to be behind the scenes. You see that it's there. You don't know that it's from the people that you're connected with in some way. Maybe people are trying to do the same thing that you're doing, and there needs to be organization of whose role is what. Like who takes which role. And then this 2 of Swords that's clarifying this 6 of Cups. It looks like there's some sort of younger person in your life, or there's somebody that you look up to, but you're blocked off from them because you've communicated with them in a way that wasn't the most preferable. So that's pretty much what I'm seeing at this time. So that's your reading, Aries. I wish you the best of luck. Light and love. Sending that over your way. Take care.